Hi Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. I have a little bit of a different setup today. I'm on a different area. And I want to tap into the cards that I pulled while I was doing my shorts today. So these came out. I read a little brief description of what was happening with these, but I felt like between the two separate readings that came out, they were somehow tied together, and I wanted to go deeper on the messages that came out. So if you watched the shorts, we had these ones that came up, which is open your heart to love, vulnerability, forgiveness, allowing, and community. And then we do have romance in the air and disappointment in some affair. This was calling you to cut something out of your life in order to receive this, in order to have forgiveness and vulnerability and to allow something to come into your life. So there is some sort of love and romance that wants to come into your life at this time. However, it is going to require you to cut something off. So we're going to go deeper into that. Then over on this side, we have Archangel Chamuel, which is the color light green, which is happiness, vibrancy, energy, and hope. We have the most difficult part of the situation is over, and do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. So there was something happening over here too, and it made me feel that it was tied to this because it's part of what we've had to cut off, okay? So whatever was extremely difficult for you, and maybe you had to stand up to opposition and to show strength and fortitude in cutting some people off, some things off. It could have been addictions. It could have been anything, whatever this resonates for you. So this was what I wanted to tap into in today's reading. We're going to go a little deeper. Now, with this card, I do want to mention to all of you that the word lime came up in my dream the other day. And I have found myself now continuously seeing the word lime, or just seeing the color lime green. I mean, right in front of me here, I have a paint jar that's lime green. So it's coming up over and over and over again for me. So if that resonates with any of you, maybe it's something to look into. I looked into the various different meanings of the word, what it means when it shows up in your dreams, different ways you can apply it and use it, and et cetera, et cetera. So let's jump in and go a little deeper with this. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Tell me about this side, this open your heart to love. Tell me what is happening. Thank you. All right, now that came out sideways. We have the Four of Swords. Okay, so there is a healing and a rest and rejuvenation period occurring, okay? So that's kind of the other thing that came up. Now, I'm also getting that this might be recovery from a surgery, and it doesn't have to be a physical surgery, okay? Maybe you had some codependent situation and you literally had to cut something or someone off in your life, and this is what you're recovering from. It feels like you had to surgically remove someone or something from your life. Now, in your physical body, you may have also just had some kind of surgery and you are recovering from it, but that is what it feels like. It almost feels like conjoined twins, like you were too close and too connected, and you had to literally feel like you had to sever something, and this is what you're recovering from right now. All right, what else do we have? The Wheel of Fortune, beautiful energy. So now that we are going through this and we're recovering from something, it's letting us feel that we have hope towards the future, okay? And again, this card does talk about hope. And, you know, the rainbow. The rainbow shows up after a rainstorm. So it's tapping into our feeling of what's the next thing that's going to happen. I feel excited about it, whatever it is. It's coming in. I am ready for it. I want the tides to change. I want the wheel to turn in my favor now. I am ready for this opening my heart to love and the romance that's coming in because I had to do this difficult thing of cutting something off. Okay, what else, please? Thank you. The Nine of Pentacles. That is beautiful. So you are sitting pretty is what I keep getting with this card. I love this card. Sitting pretty. You have already done the work, okay? So for those of you who have not done the surgical removal yet of whatever it is, and if it's physical, okay, the surgery, what I'm getting is you removed some kind of mass from your body. Did you have a tumor? Did you have to have like your gallbladder removed, like a kidney, something that wasn't functioning properly in your body that you literally had to have taken out because it wasn't serving you? So if it wasn't internal in your body and physical, then it was external, and it was a person, it was a job, it was a place, it was a situation. Maybe you're finding that the neighborhood you live in is not the best for your growth and you're finding you have to move. So there's something that you are now understanding with that removal, okay, that you appreciate what you have more now because you had to overcome this obstacle, this opposition, okay? And in doing that, it gives you a greater appreciation for your money situation, your wealth, your well-being, even with your body, right? It's like a new lease on life. With the Nine of Pentacles, what I love about it here is you're basically like, okay, I had to acquire all of this myself. It's the difference between someone just handing you money and then having to earn it the hard way. You have a more appreciative outlook of what does it look like when I earn it myself versus just having it handed to you on a silver platter. All right, let's see. What else? Thank you. The Four of Pentacles. All right. And for some of you, again, it might have been a tough situation to cut off whatever you had to cut off. Maybe some of you were hanging on a little too tightly to whatever this was, and it was a very tough decision. And I'm getting that it was tough because you had a lot of external opinions about it, right? So whatever this was, some of you maybe trusted the opinions of others and they're like, oh, it's fine. You don't need to do this surgery. You're going to live through this. You know, you don't need to cut off whatever is going on. And maybe you trusted that. And maybe the person that was telling you that you shouldn't cut off a situation was someone that was benefiting from it. Okay. And I'm not sure how that's going to relate to you, but you chose for yourself this new path, and you chose for yourself where you're going next, okay? And in doing that, again, it's giving you your appreciation for that path and where you're headed and where you're going and what's coming in for you, right? You rested after having to do this tough thing, and because you had to go through this opposition and these obstacles, you now have a greater appreciation and a greater hope for what is coming next. This is beautiful. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, the Two of Cups. There it is. I could not have picked a better card. And the bottom of the deck is the World. So I just want to go back and, like, this is such a beautiful message. Because of what you decided to do in this situation, you now have balance within yourself. Okay, I'm looking at this Two of Cups as being your equal masculine and feminine energy. But it's also attracting this external love into your world that is balanced as you are. And you have very similar soul frequencies, okay? And when you meet this person, you're going to feel this immediately. And the beautiful thing about this is that you're probably going to be sharing some sort of story very similar to yours with them. You're going to be sharing stories and you're going to hear what they had to recently go through as well, and cutting something off in their life and find out that, oh, wow, yes, I just really had to go through something very similar, that I had to cut something off as well, and I had to recover from it. The beautiful thing about this is, as you come together now with this allowing energy, with this happiness, vibrancy energy, and hope energy, right? The rainbow shut up after the storm. Now you both get to recover even further and deeper together. And this is allowing something beautiful to emerge from this. You have both just completed some sort of cycle, right? And the cycle felt like it was heavy opposition and hanging on too tight to things that did not serve you. So in going through this new situation where we're opening our heart now, and we are being vulnerable and forgiving those who came before us who maybe did not have our best interest at heart, but also forgiving ourselves for getting into things that didn't serve us, right? It's kind of like allowing the things that need to be there that nurture us, that support our dreams, our goals, and cutting off what doesn't. So if people are showing up into your life that you've already cut off, I am getting very strongly here that you are protected by your angels and your ancestors, and they're not going to allow these people to come back anymore. Okay, this is like the Four of Pentacles. This is them trying to now hold on to you too tight. They may show back up after you've cut them off, and they may try to manipulate you in some way. Again, maybe these tactics worked in the past, but you are now healed enough to understand what your value and worth is, and that you deserve better, and that you are now ready to accept it. That is such a powerful message that wanted to come through today. I am so happy to be here to deliver this for you. I am excited because I want this as much as anybody else does. I am so happy for all of you. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for your time and energy exchange. I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and so much love. Make sure you're filling your own cup up with love before you fill someone else's. But then when they do show up, be ready to share that overflow. It's going to be so beautiful. And keep in mind that I am a beacon of light, here to help guide you through the darkness. Make sure you go within so you never go without. Take care, everyone, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.